Today I'd like to talk to you about the base pan of the spa and why it's so important to buy a spa with a well-made base. Okay, let's talk about various base options on spas. Not a particularly sexy subject, but a very important one, as the way that a manufacturer designs the base of their spa will determine how long the spa is going to last. So, 3 different ways that you can handle the base of a spa. The first way that we very much see only on the very low level of spas is no base at all. Literally, the framework of the spa is sitting directly down on the concrete pad or the deck. When it's raining, can get sucked up into the timber frame. Generally speaking, at that end of the market, and we're talking sort of $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 spas, the frames are either not treated at all or very partially treated. They get wet, eventually they rot, throw the spa away. Please, even if you don't buy a spa from Spa World, don't buy one of those spas. What most manufacturers do is they'll use a thick sheet of ABS plastic. ABS is what car bumpers are made out of, so it's super tough. Flat sheet of that, spa frame goes on top of that. All good in dry conditions. It is separating the frame from the concrete pad, etc. But as you can imagine, those bases are 2, maybe 3 mil maximum thickness. So if you've got standing water on the concrete pad around your spa, the water can still seep in and affect the frames and even get underneath and affect the electronics. So what high quality manufacturers do is they will form an upturn on that base. So they'll thermoform the ABS plastic so that there's a pan and with upturned sides that framing is sitting on, generally speaking 75 even up to 100 mil. So if you've got driving rain coming in, it can run away without affecting the frame, without getting underneath the spa to affect the electronics, the pumps, the control system. Now, insulation of the base is also important because heat can escape downwards, particularly if the spa is sitting on a deck. The wind can literally blow in underneath and blow the heat away, which ups the running cost of the spa. Most high quality manufacturers will insulate that base pan with a layer of foam, so something else to look out for. Once again, don't buy a spa without looking underneath. What you're looking for is an ABS base with upturned sides and a good layer of insulation. So I hope that explains why it's so important to choose a spa with a well-manufactured base pan. It can literally determine whether the spa lasts 5 years, 10 years, or even 20 years.